So today you will start by lying on your back. And start by practicing letting go of all the muscle tension in your body. Think of relaxing all of your core muscles, your abs, relax your breathing, your arms. And the first move will be the full exhale. On this one, you'll start to build up some tension, so you won't be fully relaxed, but the tension will only be in the middle of your body. So your chest, your abs, but everything else, your arms and your neck and your face, everything else stays relaxed. So you'll take a breath in through your nose, and then you're going to fully exhale through your mouth, nice and slow. You try to go for about 10 seconds, and anywhere from your chest all the way down to your belly button, that should tense up because you're getting all the air out. And then you relax as you breathe in. Let's see if each exhale you can go a little longer while keeping your neck relaxed, head relaxed, arms relaxed. You exhale until you have nothing left. And then you relax as you breathe back in. And on your next exhale, you're going to pay extra attention. So after you relax, on deflating evenly. So think of your belly button and your chest deflate at an even rate down to the ground, but go nice and slow. The tension doesn't build until the end. And allow it to build up as you're exhaling, so you're not bracing your abs. All the tension is happening just by exhaling. So notice how you're going with gravity. And now you're going to go away from gravity. So you'll flip over on your elbows and knees. So knees are right underneath the hips. So that way your hips are higher than your shoulders and your elbows underneath your shoulders. To get a nice reach, you're pushing all 10 fingers into the ground. And this time, as you're exhaling, you're going away from gravity. So stay in that position. Shift the weight forward. So be heavy on the shoulders. And then full breath out as you exhale fully. It'll be harder to relax on the breath in because you're in a mini plank. But the breathing stays the same. In through the nose, full breath out. Picture everything deflating from your pubic bone to your chest evenly up towards the ceiling. And now you're done focusing on the exhale, rock back into rock back. And now focus on the inhale. So whatever position you want to be in, holding your head on the ground, as long as you're able to curl into your legs. And on this one, you're only focusing on the breath in. As you breathe in, think of breathing into the back side of your body. Think of stretching your low back as you breathe in. Exaggerate the breath in on this one. Now go into a lat stretch. So bring one arm down, bring the other one across. Exaggerate the breath in. As you breathe in, think of your armpit and your hip expanding. And the more you breathe in, the more of a stretch you'll feel. So now switch to the other side. Bring the other elbow down, reach the other arm across. And think of stretching by breathing in. See what's the biggest breath you can take without tensing up the neck. And rest. We're back to exhaling on your back. You might notice you'll be able to go a little longer after all the stretching. So just on your back, feet on the ground, relaxed head. In through the nose, full breath out through your mouth. And what you're focusing is evenly deflating, nice and slow from your belly button, low belly area to your chest. Everything drops evenly. And you relax on the breath in. See if you can let go of every muscle on the breath in. Everything relaxes. And then you slowly build tension over time. So allow the tension to build because you're relaxing the air out of your body. You're not tensing any extra or bracing. You're just letting the breath out build a little bit of tension in the middle of your body. Now you'll do the same thing on all fours, but this time you're going away from gravity as you breathe out. So elbows and knees. Now listen, bring the elbows back a little. And then Jill, back a little bit with your elbows. You're going to shift the way forward, slight tuck through the hips. And from here, you're just focusing on the breath. In through the nose, full breath out. A little bit more tuck, Jess. And this time, everything is deflating away from the ground. So you're not moving anything. You're just breathing out. And it'll be harder to relax on the breath in, so you can keep a little bit of tension. And then you'll go in the rock back, regular rock back. So head down, arms down. You're breathing into the back side of your body. Even the hips. Think of breathing into your sacrum or allowing the breath in to go back. Just make sure you're completely relaxed in this position. Let go of all muscle tension. Now go to the side and stretch with a rock back lat stretch. Crunch one side, open up the other. Try to get the biggest breath in that expands from your hip all the way up to your shoulder. And then switch. The more you can exaggerate the breath in, the more of a stretch you'll feel. And back to your back. You should be able to exhale maybe even longer. This time you will be holding the air out for 5 seconds before you breathe in. A good 5. If you've been doing this for a while, it can go 5 to 8. So just being comfortable holding all the air out with a little bit of tension. And if you have to take a few breaths in between each one, that's okay. And see if you can just get super comfortable holding your air out after you've exhaled fully. Allow your body to just breathe in for you. So you're holding your air out and you're holding on to that tension. And just by letting go of the tension, your body automatically breathes back in. And rest. You'll go back to all fours, this time on your hands. It'll be the same thing. You'll get a little wider. So instead of shoulder width, just go a tiny bit wider than normal, hands and knees. And from that position, give yourself a little bit of a reach, push away from the ground, and then hold for breaths. Same thing that you were doing on the ground, but you don't have to hold the air out this time. You're still getting that full breath out. And continue to hold this position, but just take one hand and tap it on one shoulder. And hold that for 1 to 3 breaths, and then you'll switch. Think nothing's allowed to move. Your shoulder's not allowed to dip down or rotate up, the one that's not on the floor. So it should be as if both arms are still pushing through the floor. And you'll switch back and forth every 1 to 3 breaths. And back to rock back, relaxing everything. So this time, really think of relaxing your hips. So the bottom of your hips, what's pointing to the wall behind you. Think of just relaxing that area and allowing the breath in to go there. Not by pushing, just by relaxing. And then you're doing similar to the rock back lat stretch, but in side lying. So you're going to lie on your side in the fetal position. And the side that is on the ground, that's where you're trying to breathe into. So think of that being the stretch. So you're in the fetal position on your side and you're using your arm as a pillow. And as you breathe in, think of breathing into the ground. So the ribs that are into the floor, think of breathing into that side like you were in a rock back lat stretch. So full breath out, and then think of breathing into the floor. Think of the area around your waist pushing into the floor as you breathe in. And as you exhale, you should feel the top abs, the ones facing the ceiling, kind of shrink down as you take a full breath out. And now switch to the other side. Fetal position, your arm is a pillow. So the part of you that is on the ground, that is going into the floor as you take a breath in. And think of the top deflating as you take a breath out. And always keep your neck relaxed. And back on your back. With the exhale, hold. See if you can get even more comfortable holding your air out with a full exhale. Before you start, relax your head and neck and arms, and then start with that full breath out. And allow, just by relaxing your body, that's how you breathe in. And no extra tension other than the tension that builds by fully exhaling. And this next exhale, see if you can hold it even longer. And rest. You'll be doing the same thing on all fours, switching back and forth. 1 to 3 breaths. So hands and knees, and you'll get just a tiny bit wider through your hands. And get a nice long reach without hunching over. And just take one hand, tap it on one shoulder, and hold, deflate everything evenly. And it's as if both arms are pushing through the floor. You're not allowing your shoulder to drop or rotate up towards the ceiling. It's just staying evenly with the other shoulder. And then back to rock back, relaxing everything. So think of relaxing your hips. And think of breathing into the area around your sacrum. And rest back on your back. And this time you will breathe underneath the tension. So feet on the ground, in through the nose, And then you're going to get a full breath out. Again, relax, exhale. Let the tension build over time. And instead of relaxing your body and allow yourself to breathe back in, you will breathe underneath the tension that you created. So the breath in will feel a little limited, but then you'll go back to the full breath. And then continue to do that for about 3 breaths before you relax and start all over. So 3 breaths under the tension. Every 3rd breath, relax your whole body and then start all over. And now flip over on all 4s. Hands and knees. And you'll pick yourself up and hold for 1 to 3 breaths. So pick your knees up off the ground and hold for 1 to 3 breaths in this position. So low bear. In through the nose, full breath out through your mouth. It should feel very similar to before, but just more intense. And then come down, take a break, do it again. About 1 more. And rest. And now back on your back. And after low bear, which is a lot of tension, now completely relax every muscle in your body, even your breathing. And just hold on to that feeling of being completely relaxed.